Well, hello there, people on the internet. Today we're gonna continue it's attorney Phoenix Wright Tribulations and Trials, or Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations, or something of those words. Either ways, today I normally would be the one playing, but Dennis is gonna play because I'm doing most of the voices, and as such I will be doing most of the bios, and as such I need a laptop.
Let's do it.
So yeah.
The girl. Let her go!
I'm trying to think who's that. Oh yeah, it's you. Yeah, you're doing that voice.
Oh god, no.
It's a fucking black and white movie. Shut up! Come close and I'll kill her!
Sure.
Last minute doing this voice because I don't know what voice I'm doing.
But you're not going to get the chance.
You're Mia?
Bang! Oh my god, a body fell!
Oh shit.
This looks like an old 90s.
This is the worst black and white movie.
Oh look, Phoenix back.
Oh, by the way, why there's a film of this?
I'm reading through the file of an old court case. It was the first case of my longtime mentor, Mia Fey.
Wait, why is this the old case and
Fugitive data.
Why they have a recording of this? How does that work? And why is it black and white?
No.
Terry Floss, kidnapping, murder, death penalty.
Fugitive movements. After escaping, Falls met with and then murdered Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, recaptured on Eagle Mountain about 8 hours after his escape.
Hawthorne, you say?
Her very first client was a death row inmate who had recently broken out of prison. That was a whole year before Mia and I ever met. So this was before the events of episode 1.
What's this beautiful soundtrack that was playing in the beginning?
6 years earlier, Mia Fey first trial. Okay, 2012. There you go.
Okay, what's this beautiful song playing? I want to know the name.
Maybe beginning Turnabout's theme or something.
It's kind of Turnabout system, but like a jingle. I never actually noticed that until now.
Anyway, February 16, 924 a.m. This report. Development number 4. I'm so nervous. I feel like I'm going to die. Well, don't worry, you're not the first one.
Deja vu.
I never should have accepted this case. Eee! Good morning. So jumpy, Mia.
I didn't do nothing. I swear, I didn't kill nobody.
Terry Falls, my first client. Okay, so you better say about Terry Falls right now.
Just as soon as I get to the place where Terry Falls is. So his English name is Terry Falls. His English name means a reflection of his Japanese name, which is Terry Falls. Of course, I should have actually go for the Japanese name first, but I actually didn't look this up until now. Anyways, his Japanese name is Mishuru Onamida, which in Japanese means the pronunciation of Onamida, Mishiru, combined with the kanji in Mishiru make up beautifully falling tears. So in other words,
the same thing.
So it's falling tears, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. Sentenced to death 5 years ago, and now a prison escapee. Just relax. Make small talk and try to relax. So why did you escape anyway?
Oh God!
I'm sorry.
I've been in a spinal ball. Now play bowling with it.
Go on.
I didn't do nothing. I didn't kill nobody. I never lie. I didn't escape nowhere.
But Mr. Falls, the police just recaptured you 2 days ago.
That's good to know. Sorry. I told a little lie.
Oh boy.
It's gonna be a long day. But anyways, I never killed nobody.
Sorry for asking, but you're on death row, right? Hey, I'm really sorry.
God damn it, NS. They sentenced me to die 5 years ago, but I was strict, I tell you. Wait, if you were sentenced 5 years ago, why are you still alive? Are you gonna only be sentenced now?
Anyway.
That woman, she lied in her testimony. That's why I got her the death penalty. I swear it, I didn't kill her. I could never do that.
Oh, geez.
Actually, you kinda just told us the reason for you to kill them. That's not good.
Anyway, 2 days ago, he escaped from the police wagon when it crashed. Then about 8 hours later, a policewoman was murdered before the police could recapture him. Police believe that Terry Falls did it. After you escaped, did you meet a policewoman?
Yeah, I did. She's the reason I escaped.
So that much is true. He did meet with the victim.
But I didn't kill her! She was alive when I left! She was alive! It's true!
I can't trust him, right? I mean, I should...
Oh
crap!
What? Huh, this guy doesn't look familiar whatsoever.
Anyways.
You're not going to figure out the truth by just staring at the guy.
Why are you here?
I came to see our little kitten was going alone in the big scary lion's den. I thought maybe you'd like someone to play with.
Where is Mr. Grossberg?
Ah, that old man is probably still in bed.
Meaning he's dying.
What? That's a contradiction to the events in the future.
I know, just kidding.
I bet he's squashing an empty bottle with mumbling in his sleep. Oh, the youth of my fresh lemon. Anyways, aren't I good enough? After all, it's me, Diego Armando.
Oh,
now,
good.
if you recall, Diego Armando was actually the name that was in one of the files on case 1.
Yep.
So this is actually, like it's been told, this is the first case that Mia had. Anyways, let's go to Diego Armando's name. Diego Armando is the English name, may be named by a famous soccer player, Diego Armando Maradona, whose downfall was attributed to drugs.
If you want to know that, that's the reason why the poisoning happened in the first episode.
Yeah, because if you remember the Dahlia Hawthorne poisoned him, and we'll see more into that in a few minutes. Now, there's another reason for his name, it seems, but I'm not gonna say it right now, even though it's quite obvious.
It's quite obvious.
I mean, look at him.
Anyways,
Don't you know this guy?
anyway.
He's definitely the judge in his young days.
Anyway, Japanese name, we forgot that.
Anyways, let's move on to the Japanese name. The Japanese name is Shoryu Kaminogi. Ryu, huh. Interesting. The only reference it was found is his name came from the Japanese site, which speculates his name is a jumble reference to Kusonigai Yumuro, meaning a bitter drink.
Well,
and you will know that soon enough.
Yeah. Anyway, I didn't say. So, Diego Armando, the finest attorney at Grossberg Law Offices, is here for me.
No. You got it all wrong. Today, you're the finest. After all, you took an amazing amount of guts to take this case. Imagine an escaped death row convicted the first client.
Yeah, thanks.
I wouldn't take that as my first case if I ever become a lawyer.
Anyway, I sure wish I could get out of it though.
Ah, relax. I just heard some good news. The prosecution for today is a fresh out in his diapers as well. Diapers? Really? However, unlike a certain somebody, who I won't mention, he's earned his reputation as a genius since the beginning of his law career.
I'll mention.
Oh, speaking of which, you know the person I was talking about a few seconds ago? I mean you.
Oh, by the way, I'll mention who's a certain somebody, so I'm not gonna say it right now. Genius.
And as I think it's quite obvious. I mean, if you've been listening to the other two last games, I'm pretty sure you know who it is. So anyways, well, it's about time we end, kitten. Sharpen those claws of yours, it's girl time.
By the way, kitten is one of the nicknames for Mia that Armando gave it to. Just let you know.
No shit, NS.
Yeah. I think why. I'm still trying to find out why, but I can't find it. I can find the reason. There is a reason, but I don't remember. Oh well.
There is?
A solitary confinement cell for the condemned must be the world's loneliest place.
I guess if you find it, you can always type it there somewhere.
And that's where my client ran away from. Every other lawyer gave up on him, but not me.
Because I'm Mia Fey.
When I saw those overflowing eyes and heard that simple childlike voice, I just had the feeling that he was telling the truth. Huh? Was he? Was he?
I don't know. Was he?
Was he?
Was he?
Was he?
Was he? Can we stop that?
As you can see, the judge is different.
Yes. This is the judge's brother. Yes, not Judge younger herself. It's just,
Yeah.
it's just the Judge brother. Obviously, the younger self is definitely Diego Armando. Anyways, and he's also Canadian apparently.
Yeah, he is
Kind of
Canadian.
weird. Anyways, how should I do this voice?
You already did one.
Court is in section for the trial of Terry Floss.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
By the way, I'm not very good at doing Canadian impressions, so don't expect me to actually do a Canadian accent.
Anyways,
Oh, by the way, it's Edward.
how you doing? Oh wait, he has the Von Kama outfit. Oh
I-
crap!
I like how they actually try to make him a bit younger
Yeah.
than he looks later.
Anyway,
The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. I understand the lawyers on both sides are newcomers.
yes, Your Honor, I'm Mia Fey.
Miles Edgeworth, Your Honor. I guess I should get to Miles Edgeworth's name, as
Yeah.
we know, even though we already mentioned that in the last thing, but might as well just to
refresh the memory.
Just to refresh the memory, Edgeworth, the English name, probably comes from his Japanese name Mitsurugi, as in edge of the sword. And I guess I can get to the Japanese name, which is Renji Mitsurugi, which Mitsurugi, well, we already know, which contains a kanji for sword. It is a reference of his sharpness of mind. The creator says on the Japanese main site that he wanted to convey a feeling of stillness,
yeah.
stillness, which can cut you down if you show a moment of weakness. The name Renji comes from the kanji for cleverness. So
Oh,
there we
he's
go.
clever, alright.
Okay, so I can take the profile for Edward because I don't need it anymore.
Anyways,
So
moving on.
anyways. So, you're the new prosecutor everyone is talking about, huh? Yeah, it's a fucking Canadian. He already
Yes.
They say you joined the prosecution office quite early age. At 20, Your Honor. That's not as young as Francesca, though. I guess our little kitten has earned herself as much reputation yet, huh?
Come on, Mia. You can't lose. Not to someone younger than you.
Ha, he said. She said, I mean.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. Indeed. Let's see. I'm trying to check the profiles. Young people running a trial. I'm not too sure how I feel about that. Now then, the defendant in this case is currently found in the death row. Today, 2 days ago, he escaped from the police wagon. Is that correct? Precisely. But the defendant is not a trial escaping prison. On the day the defendant escaped, a policewoman was murdered.
So we're here to determine if Mr. Falls was responsible for her death.
You got it, kitten. Well then, Mr. Edgeworth, let's hear your opening statement. Yes, Your Honor. It was 5 years ago. The defendant, Terry Falls, was sentenced to death in this very court. His crimes were kidnapping, extortion, and murder. The girl threw off the bridge was only 14 years old. It also was a big bitch, and we'll see why with it.
Don't spoil Edward. Thank you.
I'm not spoiling.
Anyway,
A truly horrible crime, I remember it well. There was no decisive evidence, so the trial was long and protected, whatever. Correct, but in the end, what finally decided the case was a certain witness testimony.
oh god, Von Kamera pointing the finger.
Yeah.
A witness testimony. This again.
The testimony, Detective Valerie Hawthorne, the person who confronted this criminal. Okay, so I guess we can have time to explain her name. Valerie Hawthorne. The Hawthorne is a bit obvious. It's actually not meant for her name, but for someone else. Hint, it's someone we already saw in
Anyway,
this game.
Valerie.
And by the way, the foreshadowing is all coming together today.
Valerie.
Anyways, the name Valerie means strength.
Just that?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Wow. That was quick.
Yeah, and her Japanese name is pretty familiar. It's Yuki Miyanagi.
Yeah, no,
Yuki means courage. So it's pretty much strength and courage in English to Japanese respectively. So pretty simple there.
Okay.
Actually, I might as well say the Japanese, the French name. Last name in the French name, which is Valerie Palantoul, or if that's how you pronounce it, is for Palatlet.
Palatlet.
I just decided to say the French name because this was way too short. Just because I feel like it, because it was there.
Okay.
So, anyways. She arrested Mr. Falls at the scene later, testify against him. And someone fall to his death. I get it, I get it. Not really. She said she witnessed Mr. Falls throw his young victim into the river. That's horrible. For those who are not aware, Eagle River is well known for its powerful current. Have we ever heard of that river?
No. Anyways.
Most bodies that fall in are never recovered.
So we thought her testimony was the one that put him away.
That policewoman you just mentioned, that wouldn't be exactly the victim, the same age that was killed 2 years.
Same
2
age?
days.
Woman.
Same woman. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Police Sergeant Valentin Harthorn. Aha, I see.
I'm gonna say aha.
Aha!
Aha!
Aha! Anyways, the man who was sentenced to death based on her testimony escaped 2 days ago. With only one thing on his mind, to take revenge against the woman who convicted him. Huh, the truth is becoming clear to me now.
His eyes! Oh my god, his eyes! Huh?
What? Oh, yes. It's quite obvious that the defendant is guilty.
Objection, I say! Wait a minute, that's not right. At least hear the case before you decide on the outcome, Your Honor.
Watch yourself, Miss Faye. I'm not sure I care for your words choice of your tone of voice. I'm Edward, bitch. Young people these days simply don't know how to respect their elders.
That's what you say.
That's what she said.
Why you're even younger than me, you hypocrite.
Indeed. Now then, Mr. Edward, please call you the first witness. I call the detective who was in charge of the initial investigation of this case.
Wow.
Oh my god, Gumshoe with the other cult. Or maybe it's the same cult and it just got green over the years. Anyways, witness, state your name and occupation.
Gumshoe! Dick Gumshoe! I'm the homicide detective in charge of the case, sir! I finally got promoted to the detective division half a year ago. I don't believe anyone asked you about that. Hey, man! Got any idea how much work it takes? What is it? You're really gorgeous. Excuse me? No, seriously, my arm. It's achy for you.
Detective, pull yourself together and try to be professional, otherwise I'll write up a concept so quit that something other than your heart will hatch.
So he was a womanizer, huh?
Who knew?
Okay, I got it.
Now, detective, tell us about the incident.
Yes, sir! Right away! The victim was Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, a veteran of the police force. She was stabbed in the back with a knife and died from excessive blood loss.
That much is already started in our autopsy report. Let's check the autopsy report very quickly,
Once you
actually.
get it.
Yeah, go.
Let's
Okay.
see. Valley autopsy report. Stabbed with a knife in the back, died from blood loss between 4 and 5 p.m.
Okay.
Also,
only-
we have the attorney badge.
That's always important. The court would like to hear more details about the incident itself.
Yes, sir! I gotcha. Okay, let's take a look at this aerial map of the area here.
Okay.
Oh, with colors! That's something new.
Colors in 2012?
Well,
This
anyway.
can't be.
This is a sketch of Dusky Bridge, an old suspension bridge. And the river that runs under there is Eagle River. The victim and the defendant met there on top of the bridge. After stabbing her in the back, the killer carried the victim back to his car. He was recaptured at a police checkpoint as he was trying to make his getaway, sir. Huh. Okay.
I see.
So we have the Dusky Bridge map now.
Was the victim blood found on the bridge?
The victim, Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, was wearing a thick coat, sir. Unfortunately, no trace of blood were found on the bridge.
Mr. Edgeworth, I warn you absolutely despite conjectures. If there was no blood on the bridge, then you have no proof that they even met there. But you can take that Phoenix never actually meets the judge, or does he? Dun, dun, dun. Anyways, Your Honor, if you would listen to the testimony we have prepared, I'm sure you'll be convinced.
By the way, that's the normal Edgeworth pose.
And then the pointing the finger. Anyways, the two of them most certainly did meet on the bridge that day. Why, Mr. Edgeworth? I'm not sure I like you wagging the finger at me as though I were some loser. Yeah, he's definitely Canadian. Detective, proceed with your testimony.
Yes, sir. Here we go, Mia. Hang on.
Okay, now listen carefully, kitten. Now, normally I would do a tutorial since this is your first trial, but let's do that in your second trial because that makes more sense, doesn't it? One little mistake and this guy will drink you for the morning tea. Trust me, and get ready.
I'll see how this coffee cup. Summary of the incident.
Yeah, that explains the fucking coffee. It's definitely not someone we know.
On the On the day of the incident, an unknown person phoned the sergeant and asked to meet. Sergeant Hawthorne went to the bridge at the designated time and met with Mr. Falls. And that's where she was brutally murdered, sir. The criminal stuffed her body into his car trunk and tried to make a getaway. Mr. Falls was arrested at a police checkpoint we set up at the base of the mountain. Interesting.
We need more information here. Well, you certainly have established the importance of the bridge. That's definitely the most important thing. Naturally. Now, will the defense boys hurry up and proceed with the cross-examination? I have to lunch after this.
Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination. Coming right up.
Hey. Settle down there, kitten. If you keep trembling like that, you're gonna make me spill my coffee. And we all know that we don't want that.
I'm not trembling. It's just cold in here.
Oh, yeah, actually it is pretty cold today. But that's beyond the point.
Thanks a lot, Armando.
The courtroom can be cold in the battlefield, alright? Especially for a beginner.
I don't need you to worry about me. I mean, the defendant, the witness. Everyone's a beginner in here.
Ah. You got me there. But maybe you should keep your claws out and show them where you got in, kitten.
It's okay, Mia. Stay calm. Just remember those court procedure videos you stayed up all last night watching.
Okay.
Don't even care about that.
Anyways.
Either we present or press first.
Well, we first need to press a few statements, starting with this one, actually.
Hold it!
We need to get more evidence.
This unknown person, you have no idea who it might be, right? Sorry, but I'm afraid I do. What? The one who called Sergeant Hawthorne was the defendant, Terry Falls.
What? The defendant? The defendant call her?
Sergeant Hawthorne was a very droll person, sir.
Oh wait, there's a sergeant here? Let me check the profile.
She left a note about her phone call with Mr. Falls. A note? Yeah, a top secret memo that she left on her desk.
Okay, I have no clue what's his Japanese name or what the English... Okay, English name I guess Sergeant Hawthorne.
Yeah.
Sergeant, I guess. The Japanese name I don't have any clue because I don't have that profile.
I don't know
here.
what's the name for sergeant in Japanese anyway. Anyways, we have the victim's note now.
That's good.
The phone call.
Good. According to this note, it seems that the one who called her to the bridge was indeed the defendant, Terry Falls.
Whose right idea was it to keep that note from me?
Probably Edward. Huh, looks like the judge is even more sure that it is verdict now. Listen up. Never ask questions if you don't already know the answer.
It's not the detective's fault. He's the one that said unknown person. Hey now, don't make that face at me! I just said that way because the prosecutor told me to. What's that?
Okay, now this is something I don't get. That the Edgeworth game kind of contradicts. It says the prosecutor. However, the Edgeworth game kind of contradicts in that matter because that when the Gumshoe and Edgeworth first met was before this case, so we would be calling Mr. Edgeworth at this point. But apparently they forgot they didn't call it that, so I don't know.
Anyway, with that cute face, I didn't expect it to be so sneaky.